Welcome to this flat foot strength routine. If you're doing this routine, it is likely that either you have flat feet or you want/need to develop more strength in your feet for a number of different reasons. This routine is 10 minutes in length. If you would like to do more work for your feet, you can either extend the amount of time you do each drill, or you can simply repeat this routine over and over again. So without further ado, let us begin. We're going to start off with a passive/active stretch, a little Seiza stretch. So with this, you can start off, I'm going to start with a foam roller under my hips here, where I'm going to sit my hips down. We're going to be here for 1 minute. Now, in the essence of time, it's 1 minute, but this is something that you can do for much longer. I'm going to kind of pulse into this and in order to get more comfortable, and then sit. I'm letting my hips sit down on my ankles and heels. Now I'm using a foam roller partially because I like to use it to kind of help me warm up, partially because I also want you to know that you can use different props that you might have around the house that can help you get into a good position and be somewhat comfortable. And then after the foam roller feels more comfortable, I then move into this little Airx pad. And again, you can always simply just sit down here. Now, next thing we have coming up are arch lifts. From that, we're gonna stand up. Okay, all right, so we're gonna stand up, do some arch lifts. What does this look like? You're gonna do 1 foot at a time. Keep your toes on the ground. Try to roll your foot out to the side. As you do so, you're going to feel basically your arch engage a good amount. Slowly come back to center and then repeat. Again, this is timed. We're not looking for a minimum or maximum number of reps. Since we're trying to develop strength in the tissue of the foot, in some cases, less is more, meaning if you can really get a good contraction by keeping your toes on the ground and opening up your foot to the outside, that's really what we're going for. And the more you can squeeze as you go out to the side, the more you're going to feel the muscles of the arch engage. And we're going to keep going until we hear our beep. And then we'll switch sides. So same thing on the other side. Keep your toes down, open up out to the side. Now, you might think, maybe, do I keep my knees straight? Well, when I keep my knees straight, I can't really get a lot of movement out to the side. Don't feel a lot of engagement in the actual arch itself. So I like to have a soft knee here, and I'll just press out here. And I want to not just get to the point and feel it, but I want to get to the point, feel it, and really try to drive into it a little bit more to work on really engaging those muscles of the inner foot, because that's going to be the stuff that needs to engage and get stronger so that it can support me better when I'm walking, running, training, whatever it is that I might be doing. Okay, so we're almost done here. Whew. Next up, we have some toe drags. We're going to go back to the right foot to start. So for the toe drag, you're just basically going to take your foot and try to drag it back. And by foot, I mean your toes. So I'm going to push my toes down and then pull them back. Push my foot down, pull my toes back. Push my foot down, pull my toes back. And you'll feel this in the arch of the foot as well, but also you might feel it in the calf and in the shin area of the lower leg. Again, we're trying to basically engage the muscles of the arch, and also with this, do so in a slightly different angle. Almost there. Now you might notice that you really kind of grab with the outside toes more. Try to see if you can get that big toe to do some work. Okay, and then we switch sides. So we're here, toes down, and drag back. So in some cases you could call this a short foot, but we're actually allowing the ball of the foot to come up off the ground So it's not actually a true short foot. We're simply dragging the toes backwards. In other cases, some people might suggest that you do a towel drag, where you take your feet and you put them on a towel and then you use your toes to grab the towel and pull it backwards. That certainly can work as well. This is just the one that we have in this routine. Nice work. Keep it going. Again, we're not looking for the maximum number of reps here. We're looking for the maximum benefit or output that we're looking for, which is engaging in the foot. Okay, next up, we have some alternating toe points. So we're just gonna point the toes here. We're just gonna switch sides, alternate. And what we're looking to do here is really just engage the ankle and the lower leg. So we could certainly do it quick, right? But I want you to really take your time, point, point, point. And what I like to do is I like to play around with like how far away my foot is from the ground and then keep my foot where it is, but really try to see if I can get my toe to touch the ground. Whew. And by toe, I mean mainly my big toe. So I'm really trying to push. So the calf is going to engage. Now the things that we were stretching in the Seiza stretch earlier, now we're actually trying to engage stuff in there to help support the position that we were working on earlier. Whew. Okay, next up, we have calf raise to a single leg negative. So I'm gonna use this bar for support. I'm gonna do a two-legged calf raise. I'm gonna try to come up as high as I can. When I'm up here, stay on the ball of the big toe, maybe even that second toe. And then I'm gonna try to take weight off this other foot and slowly come down. So again, 2 feet up. Shift. Take as much weight off this as you can. Of course, I'm using my hand for additional support. And then come down. Now, as you come down, we don't want to lose the pressure that we work so hard to get in the ball of the big toe. So as you come down, try to maintain that pressure in the ball of the big toe as you slowly control yourself back down. Of course, as you get stronger with this, you can certainly take weight off of the hand so that you're doing more single leg balance and loading that single leg even more. Let's switch legs. So again, up with 2 feet, unload 1, and then come down. Make sure you really, when you're coming up, you're getting onto the ball of that first and possibly even second toe. And then as you come down, try to maintain that pressure on those 2 spots with control. The higher you get, of course, the more challenging it should be for you to hold that top position once you take weight off the other leg and to control yourself down at least for a period of time. Again, don't worry about the number of reps. Just try to get as much benefit out of each rep as you can. Whew. Okay, next up, we have some alternating toe raises. So you're gonna lift, so I'm just gonna work on my right foot now. I'm gonna lift my big toe, and I'm gonna bring my big toe back down, lift my other 4 toes. And then big toe, really try to get it up, back down, other 4 toes. Now, you see my foot wants to go immediately into that flat foot position. So I'm gonna work on a little bit of my arch lift from earlier. And now I'll go big toe, bring that back down, other 4 toes. Now what I find it's different here, when I really actually get my foot in a good position where my arch has the potential to engage the way I want, this feels a lot different inside my foot for me when I do these alternating toe lifts. I wonder if it feels the same for you. I mean, if it feels different. We're getting ready to switch sides. Okay, switch sides. So again, you might find that you naturally want to collapse. Try to find that arch first by doing a little bit of an arch lift, and then, If things aren't cooking for you with the alternating toe lifts, some people even might call it toe yoga, then I suggest a couple of things. One, try to create more separation. So don't just go up a little bit, like really work on creating a lot of separation between the big toe and the other four toe digits. You should, at your level of mobility, your level of strength, notice that your foot internally, your intrinsic foot muscles are doing some work. And that's really what we're going for here. Almost there. Awesome. Okay, so this was your 10-minute foot strength routine. And again, if you want, you can always repeat this multiple times throughout the day, or you can just simply extend the amount of time that you do each drill. Enjoy.